am the founder of the YouTube channel Watch Autumn Keto. Today we are in Louisville, Kentucky in the Aloft Hotel celebrating our very first Keto Palooza.
Come on.
Keto Palooza is a keto social event, an experience for any and everyone that is interested and enthusiastic about sharing their experiences, all things keto. It blows my mind the amount of people that actually came to the event. This first Keto Palooza, we ended up having around 30 people attend from all over the country.
My name is Treva Barnes and I'm from Frederick, Maryland. Melanie Goins from Denver, Colorado.
My name is Rashana and I'm from South Florida.
I'm Joyce Butler from Sarasota, Florida.
My name is Michael and I'm from Midland, Michigan.
Palooza kicked off with a bang. The first day, we walked down to the waterfront and we did our very own Keto Palooza 5K. We did that in the morning, and then the afternoon was the actual meetup. That was our time to get to know each other and to speak with everyone.
It has been an amazing day. I get to meet all these wonderful people that I chat with every day.
It actually felt very natural.
It's almost like a extended family.
The foods, the drinks, just everything, and just the fellowship with all the friends.
My heart is so full.
It's just been wonderful.
We just got to talk and hang out and then give away some awesome door prizes. And we ended up having so many snacks, so many things donated from companies like Keto Chow, Keto Bars, Better Than Good Snacks, Keto Bakes, Ketoned, just so many companies that were able to send a variety of products, both for our individual swag bags and for our giveaway prizes. And that was just a great way to end the night before everyone could celebrate dinner on their own in the beautiful downtown Louisville. So day two also started with a bang. At 7 in the morning, we had a good group of people come to a yoga session and it was very calm and zen, and we worked on our breathing and we did stretches and it felt great. And then at 8 o'clock, we all got our butts kicked by some Zumba. It was amazing. It was dance fitness. It was upbeat. It was high energy, high tempo. And it was just so fun and amazing to see everyone there of so many different skill levels, different ages, all there to just have a good time and really work through it together. One of my favorite parts of the entire weekend as well was being able to give out awards to my patrons. We had a small trophy ceremony where each patron got to come up and just was really able to look them in the eye and thank them. And it was just such a high note to end the conference on. And then after that, we just kind of partied. What I took away from Keto Palooza personally is that if you can dream it, you can do it.
I know you're hogging on.
Sorry. Okay, everyone.
Oh, there we go. Hey, I was so captivated by the video.
When I tell you he just put that sweater on.
What are you talking about?
You just put that sweater on.
I literally had the sweater on all day.
Oh my gosh.
I was wearing this.
Hey everybody, welcome to Watch Autumn Keto. My name is Autumn. This is my husband Richard. We go live every Monday, well, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and another time at Wednesday evenings, talking about keto in our life and how keto fits into our life, namely my life, because my husband's not keto. Thank you for joining us today. No, first of all, if you're catching us on the replay, can you give me a hashtag replay? Because so many people have been joining us on the replay, and it's really been making me happy. So go ahead and comment down below.
I'm keto-ish. There's a shirt.
I want to say good evening to everyone here. Jen is here. It says, yay, I get to watch. Work is getting in the way of keto social time. Tell them not to try it. Hello. Joyce said, good evening, WAC fam. Hope y'all had a wonderful day. You're right. It's getting into summer. We're more in tank top time than
take this off as
yeah.
well.
Oh, wait a minute. Not for the people. Whoa. Now we're doing a little too much. Gail's here, says good evening, Autumn and Richard. Kelly Reich is here, says hello, all ear hustling and cleaning. I'm glad that you are here. Yes.
It's a wonderful thing to do.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you're here. Cece said, what's up? In my Martin voice, question mark? Is that what we're going with?
That's not a question mark. That's totally it.
Is that was it? Okay. TC's here. Hi, TC. How you doing?
In the 90s. If you're a 90s kid,
yes.
You know it.
Melanie said, I can't wait. I can't wait for Keto Palooza either. Lynette's here. Says, hey, everyone. Gina said, I love this. Thank you so much. Me too.
CC, me and you.
He said, oh, sweet, a whack infomercial. Yeah, I just wanted to show people all about Keto Palooza. The video you just watched was all about Keto Palooza. It's our keto social event going down. It was the inaugural Keto Palooza. We are having another Keto Palooza, the second annual Keto Palooza, presented by Keto Chow.
Isn't it the second inaugural?
Yeah, that's not how those words work at all, right? September 17th through the 19th here in Louisville, Kentucky, my hometown. Right now, in-person tickets are sold out due to capacity limits, but virtual tickets are still available. You can use the click, or you can use the click. You can use the link in the description box below. No, it's in the description box of this video.
So call Heath.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Exactly. To get virtual tickets. Absolutely. Kathy P said, holla, WAC fam. You're right. Carla's here. Says good evening. Hi, Carla. Joe Ray said, love all these people. Can't wait to see you all again. Absolutely. Keto Palooza 21. Here we go. If you don't mind
being forced to be around us, then you're all
forced to be around him. I'm a joy to be around. Where's the lie? Jen said what's for dinner?
You can't self-proclaim yourself.
Wouldn't we like to know? Mary T said, evening all air frying chicken strips and listening in. That sounds delicious. Absolutely. Melanie said, Heath, lamb here. That sounds amazing. Nice. Absolutely.
Is it a rack or are you doing like a roast loin?
Mary said, goosebumps watching this. Can't wait for 2022. Absolutely, right? So look, here's the stepping stone, right? If you can't attend with us live in 2021, get you a virtual ticket and then already know
you'll see all the
Keto Palooza is going to be September 2022. Okay, so start making arrangements.
That's true too. But I can also guarantee that this one's going to do something weird that's going to be worth the ticket.
For the virtual?
Yes.
I know, right? I don't even know what it is, but it's going to be lit.
Me, on the other hand, I'll be more reserved.
You're going to be normal.
I'm more reserved when we do like events. You know what I mean?
Dana said, good evening, beautiful WAC fam. This video gets me itching for Keto Palooza 2021. You're right. Krista's here, says hi everyone. Melanie said, Autumn, are the boats running? I bet that the Belle of Louisville will be running this year. So, you know, schedule you a boat ride.
It's a better chance than last year.
Yes, absolutely. And they are, look, the rides on the Belle of Louisville are beautiful, if you ask me. Chris is here, says, hey, peoples. Absolutely.
Well, any ride on any river in the world, I think, is a better.
Well, Than what we currently have?
I mean,
the water. Being on the water is pretty great.
It's the water.
Holly's here, says good evening, everyone. Absolutely. Yes. You love the water. Exactly. You love the water no matter what. Gigi's here, says good evening, Mr. and Mrs. How was your day? It was amazing. Rashana said, one time for the inaugural Keto Palooza. You're right. Cartwheel emojis. Only the people that were there will have that experience.
To give us all
exactly. Hi, Rashana. I am glad that you are here today. Kathy P said that was the Keto Palooza
without you
parade of beautiful people.
We don't work.
No,
without you, we don't work.
Kathy said Carlton is back and whack. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, for like 3 minutes.
Yes.
Then it got really hot.
Jay said, if you dream it, you can do it. Shirt. You right.
Yeah, shirt. Really hot. So I'll make Carlton wool sweaters in the summertime.
Gail said, I had 2 kielbasa tonight that I bought from Costco. You know, I haven't had sausage in a long time. Bratwurst isn't sausage, is it? Is it a type of sausage? Okay, well, I had sausage
I was just
today.
Gonna say, what?
I don't know I mean, I guess it's like all bratwurst are sausages, but all sausages are not bratwurst, sort of thing.
There you
Absolutely.
Go.
So Kelly said the fam is here. Absolutely. Debbie's here. Says hello, Autumn and Richard. Hi, Debbie. Oh, is this low carb cruise, Debbie? Absolutely. I'm so glad you're here. Joe Ray said, I think he thinks the sweater makes him look fancy. And I'm like, look fancy for who? I already married you. You can stop trying to impress me. You already caught me. That means he's out here trying to impress y'all. For what, Richard?
What are you talking
I'm just saying.
I have no idea.
You weren't wearing the sweater till right before we got on the live, Richard. Dana said, hello, my name is Autumn and this is my extra husband. You're right. He is the most extra. Sweetie, how is it branding if all they can see from you is the yellow
They
part?
see the flair. They see the pizzazz.
Mm-hmm.
You see the
and that makes them think, where did he get those yellow sweater sleeves?
There you go.
Do you know where
now you're in our world.
He got the
Welcome
yellow
to
sweater
our
sleeves.
world. I don't know what world you were in before.
Clearly
to
not.
our world.
I am Keto Strong right there. You can get you a hoodie and particularly just the sleeves of the hoodie.
Just so you
absolutely
won't have an issue. I'll show the front of this said sweater.
Thank you very much. Because Lord knows it didn't make sense before you did
I was going to wear it before, but see, you can
it's
do it
way too hot.
Styles.
It's way too hot in here, so I agree. So Brianna said, "Happy Whack Wednesday, fam. I'm glad you played the video. I was running late. Yeah, I was just like, I wanted to start it early, but then I didn't know if people would be mad that I started it early because I was like, wait a minute.
People will always be mad. Just remember.
No matter what you do. Got it. Holly said, yay for the inaugural Keto Palooza. Absolutely. Stitch Couture's here, says, hey, y'all. Hey, hi, girl. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, Stitch and Holly.
Mary T said, got my size smalls today. Fit beautifully. 5 stars coming your way. Absolutely, Mary. I'm so glad that you got your Keto Strong tank tops. I'm so excited. So yes, today's been a great day. Gina's here, says hi, Richard and Whack fam. How the HE double hockey sticks are you? Sweetie.
Yeah, no, it's not working. It's not working.
What?
I was like, it's tight.
Oh my gosh. Somebody.
But look at me, imagine
what I don't think we do a good job of selling
the snow was outside and we were across the street.
No, Beth said, I can't wait. I'm working on my face. No, now we know what a sweet and gentle creature you are, Beth. It's okay. You don't have to change anything. Jen says, OH. Am I assuming an IO comes after that? Rhonda said, good evening, Whack fam. I'm so glad you're here. Take that off.
I was gonna say,
no one asked you to take it off.
I was trying it on since you made fun of me.
He said dinner tonight was Hungry Heat's kielbasa concoction. Oh, with all the K's. I will have a recipe video posted shortly after this. I saw that salmon taco situation you had, and it was amazing.
Yay.
Mary T said, looking forward to virtual this year. Me too, because it's going to be so amazing and exciting.
I'm actually curious on how
Krista said, are live tickets still available? I thought they were sold out. Yes, they are. In-person tickets are sold out. Virtual ones are the only ones that are available right now. But don't forget,
I was going to say,
if you go, if you have a virtual ticket and someone for any reason cancels and can't make it to Keto Palooza, you're essentially on the waiting list to upgrade your ticket to an in-person ticket. So
we've already had a couple of those.
Yeah, we've already had some people that said they couldn't come, and so other people got to replace their tickets. So absolutely, yeah, it's amazing.
That's what I said.
Melanie said cubes and garlic and parsley. Is that for your kielbasa? It's a lot. Like that sounds good.
What? Cubes of garlic
and parsley with the kielbasa. Yeah. Kelly said, is Richard working the Derby? No, he is not. So we did some pre-Derby taping stuff, but he's not going to be at the track this year.
Actually, we did have, because of restrictions on everything, the media passes have been restricted to, now my company only has 2 passes for the whole 3-person company.
Wait a minute, are the 2 other guys going?
Well, that's what normally it's like you rank a couple.
Exactly, but is it just him going?
Well, I think actually my boss said that he didn't want to. And the other guy said he might not want to.
Okay, well, sure, we definitely ain't going. So
that's what I told them.
Okay,
I was just like, well, this year.
So you guys did get passes.
Yeah, we got 2.
Interesting. Okay, good to know. Yeah. I didn't know anything about that.
No, this year's opening back up. Everything's slowly getting back to normal.
Evening in my Hitchcock voice.
Everything's slowly.
That sounds scary. So I don't know what that means.
It means a good evening.
Is that how he says it?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded nice. Does it seem like I would watch something at Hitchcock?
Oh my God.
Mom said, yay, I made it.
No
38
semblance of history.
Mom, did you really count? Did you really count? That's all I want to know. So,
and you ain't got to watch it.
But Trey said, technically hot dogs are sausages? What? I need to look up the definition of a sausage.
I don't think it's casing.
Ew. So it's basically like a hot dog, like a pate in a casing? Like
it's like ground meat smushed together in a form.
Melanie said, "How's the carnivore life?" I'm actually loving it. Like it's going very well.
Say, me too.
I know, right?
Because you haven't been.
Trace here says, "Good evening." Smashing the like button on my way in. I'm so glad. That makes me so
There you go,
happy.
Dre. Well, now it's a party. Then.
Now it is a party.
Well, now that Dre is there, we can actually
Till Dre's here.
We can all relax now.
Brian Tears says, "Good evening, y'all. Let's get the work going." You right? Absolutely.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Caboodle Farms
has been working all day.
They're like
already.
tilling the ground.
Absolutely, yeah. We had a nice conversation this morning about crops and planting.
You probably have an oxen out there just slowly milling the farm. That's what most people do. Have oxen.
Gina said, "What size is that, Richard? You look like you should be on South Park." Exactly. He looks like Kenny, don't he? Cece said, "Richard's been drinking again." Exactly. What's wrong with him?
I have no idea what anyone's talking about.
Holly said, "Well, we'll be able to talk to the virtual people." Yes, there will be a point at Keto Palooza where the in-person and virtual situations mix.
Fingers
but there
crossed.
also will be plenty of separate things because like the virtual people are going to be having their own Keto Palooza as well, right? So it's going to be really
should be interesting.
So, yes.
I will have to say.
Dana said, "Beth, I have bad RPF also, so everyone be warned. I'm super shy." Look, here's one thing you don't have to worry about. Me and him, we're gonna walk up and talk to every last person. And so no matter what your face looks like, I'm going to talk to you, right? So don't worry about it. Yes. We are gonna have a great time.
I think what we all learn is that you'll tell them though. You'll tell them to their face that you were upset that they had a weird face. No. Because you were like, I don't know, I was not going to say anything, but your face was really angry.
No, so I just had to come here and say that. What?
You did that to Beth, so Beth that she had a resting face and everything.
I did but that's because
I was fine with it
because it was such a stark juxtaposition from her actual personality, you know?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Renee's here says, "Good evening, Autumn and Richard." Hi, Renee. I'm so glad you're here.
What happens when this one assumes?
He said if everything is opening back up, as Richard says, does that mean that Keto Palooza attendance could grow larger? Yes, it does. So I am working, like I keep in communication with the hotel. And if the capacity does happen to open up for anything, then yes, the people that have virtual tickets, once again, they will get first access and able to be able to make it an in-person ticket. Yeah,
I couldn't have said it any better. That's my wife said.
Thank you. Linda's here, says, "Hi, WAC fam." Absolutely. So Chris said, "If we incapacitate Richard, does that increase the capacity limit so more people can come?" Because I'll do it. We got to swap people out. My mom.
See what I'm talking about?
My mom
shows me that Chris is.
My mom has offered to step in and out of the room so many times so that we can sell more tickets. I was like, "Mom, that's not going to work."
That's what I'm saying, especially when she has the laptop.
Exactly, strapped to her chest. This whole GoPro situation that's going to happen.
She's literally the virtual.
Yeah, she is. Exactly.
She will put a sign. You're the virtual attendee.
Yes.
Right there for you.
TC says, "I remember when Richard was quiet and not comfortable in front of the camera. Love how you feel more comfortable." I kind of go the opposite. I wish he was more quiet and shy.
It wasn't that I was quiet and shy. I just didn't know which direction we were going in. Mm-hmm. I was always in television.
He's always been in television. Yeah. Did you know Richard is a performer also? Like he acts and he starred in a couple of small, locally produced movies.
Normally I need like a cue
and a script.
Or like somebody was behind with a cue card saying ad lib or something like that. Like when you just run off and be like in the beginning, you're like, "Handle this, Richard." You would always hit me when you did it. So I was gonna let you know this. You always like, "Handle it, Richard. Do your thing." And I'd be like, "Oh, dang, what the hell? Okay, well, let me two-step this real fast."
My husband's on that stuff, you guys.
I'm just trying to explain people the history
Yeah. Kathy said Richard is what happens because of COVID isolation. I know, right? Turning into completely different. CC said, Autumn and Richard, my white fam, have I told y'all lately that I love you? Oh, that's so nice.
Back at you, CC.
Absolutely.
Well, CC is a really brilliant
Chris
person.
said Richard's doing awesome tonight. Yeah,
Brilliant.
I don't know who he is, so that's great. Getting to the subject of tonight.
I was explaining.
Thank you for that
exactly
very graphic explanation of exactly what used to happen. So. Yes, getting to the subject of tonight's video. So one thing I wanted to talk about, because you guys, more and more new people are starting to watch and comment on these videos, which first of all, I love. But secondly, I was like, maybe we should talk about keto stuff, you know? And so sometimes, right? So one thing that I want to know, we've been talking about carnivore this week and just how this carnivore reset has really put me back in a better mental state. So I just want to know, like, I'm coming up on 4 years keto this year, right? And I just want to know, like, what tips and tricks or advice would you give to someone that is first starting keto? Or more importantly, because I think we reserve all the good advice for those people, the people that are just starting. But what advice would you give to someone that's like been keto for a few years and it's just like struggling, like lost their way, like stagnant? Yeah, like is there anything that you do to like get back on track? Is there anything that you do that like helps you stay more focused? Like I just want to hear all of it. So
jolt you back into form. Like sometimes you wander off course and something that's just like, remember where you're at. Oh, okay. Focus on what I was doing again.
Yes. I want all your tips and tricks because I wasn't good at that. Beth said Richard is a better sidekick. When he is by himself, he acts like he doesn't know what to do. Exactly. But when I'm here, oh, he's so talkative. But the second that I leave, there's nothing to say. Say all the things that you were saying in the background.
I say all the stuff
in the foreground.
Leave right now. Watch out my stuff I say.
No.
That's all I'm leave right now. Watch out my stuff I say.
Gail said this is fast becoming Watch Richard and Autumn. You're right. What is happening right now? Jerry Van West is here. Says, howdy, Whack Fam Wednesday. Good to be here. Heart you all. We heart you, Jerry Van West.
Jerry Van West is pretty amazing.
Yeah, Jerry Van West classes up the whole joint. And Brianna said, talk about keto. That's craziness. We don't come here to talk about keto. Exactly. I'm just saying. Gina said, Richard used to be so soft-spoken. I spent the entire life turning the volume up and down. Now you're holding your own. Yeah, because he has like these little background.
There was a certain follower named Chocolate City that used to say that I mumble. So I'm gonna make sure I don't mumble anymore. So
Thank you, Rashana.
I enunciate properly with projection.
Yes, you do. He said my advice would be to eat more meat. You know, as simple as that sounds, I bet you we could really benefit from it at any stage in our journey, right?
And know where your meat comes from.
And Richard is always on the know where your meat comes from. I absolutely love that.
Always add that caveat. Know where your meat comes from. Go to farmers markets. Go to your local purveyors of meats and goods.
Oh, good.
Meats, cheeses,
other goods.
Et
yeah,
cetera.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go to those people, know them by first name basis, start getting that interaction with them. That way, just like your aunts with their eggs, you can end up meeting somebody
and you don't throw them away.
You can buy a cow.
Chris said, hey, only 3 more days before I can show everyone what's in the Made Chocolate box. Oh, trust. I have been eyeing it and looking at the calendar. Like, I know, right? Because
it is right there behind me.
It is, and I look at it every single day. So yes, that's it. Yeah, because that's a keto crate right there. But the other thing next to it,
about to smash both of them.
Yes,
but periodically in a very smashable way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
So Ray said, for me, what helped was setting the plan and making myself stick to it for a set time frame and making sure you keep setting goals. Exactly. That is such
that's
a
kind
good
of your plan as well.
Yes,
like you need to see the numbers.
I need to see the plan laid out.
See it tangible in your face and like to adjust.
And whatever that plan looks like for you. Some people's plan is to like eat intuitively or not track or something. But as long as you know what you're eating and you feel good about like the quantity and the quality of what you're eating and that it's keto and doesn't have sugar and carbs, I say go for it. But for me, I have to have it written down, and in the beginning, I have to force myself to stick to it. So I'm right there with you.
But I would also add to that.
Hi, Shauna.
To say that everybody's different.
Everybody's
so
different.
What works for you might not work for me, or might not work for them, or like everybody. You have to come to your own conclusion on what's good for you.
Yes.
When you come to that, though, don't ignore it and throw it out the window. Like, write that down and build on top of that.
You know, I was actually talking to Joyce about that today. I was just
Seriously?
I
just gave you Joyce information that I didn't even know about.
So we were just talking about how we'll do something that is absolutely working for us.
Conveying.
And then either we get bored or something happens to where.
What?
Are you done, babe?
I'm conveying brilliance to everybody.
But how can you convey the brilliance and I'm talking and then they just get. Oh, okay. So that's why I stopped. So yeah. Okay. All right.
Hey, yo, you stopped me.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. All right, now you continue.
So we were talking about how we'll do something and it actually works for us, but then for some reason we get distracted. We say, oh, well, that, like, look, I'm eating carnivore and it's working just fine for me, but I see that person over there doing an egg fast. So should I switch to an egg fast? I see that person over there, they just, doing bone broth. Should I do that too? It's like we see people having success on other things, so we think we should switch to those. When we're also having success on what we're doing, but for some reason it just doesn't seem good enough, So that is something that we were thinking about. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, sort of thing.
That's a mentality. And weightlifting, it's the same way. It's a mentality. If you doing your thing, you look over like, that guy got nice quads or his delts, and don't worry about what they doing. Focus on what you doing. They are not you. You are you.
You are you.
They are them.
They are not you.
That's why it's different. So, if you want to do that, then do it at your pace, though. Don't feel like you're catching up. Don't feel like you just got into a race and they already in the lead. Like, oh my God, what's going on?
You're running your own race against yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. Pace yourself.
Jen says, I'm still new, but hubby is almost to his goal weight. Oh, man. And wants to reward himself with whatever food he wants. Yeah, facepalm emoji. But finding rewards or fun things that aren't food related. That is big. But it's so difficult to do in American culture. It's just we celebrate everything with food.
No,
you did a good job, food. Somebody's birthday, food.
Nope, water.
You just
drive
drink
me to a lake or give me a pool.
So it's like a vacation on the water.
That's all I need.
Krista says setting goals and challenges help keep me focused. I have struggled many times and setting goals push me to make better choices. Yes, I do agree. But also for me, it's about setting action-oriented goals, not result-oriented goals. So a goal is I want to eat, on plan 5 days in a row. Your goal can't be I want to lose 10 pounds in a week, because you can't control whether or not your body drops 10 pounds.
Yes.
You can control whether or not you eat on plan, but you can't control the scale. So it's all about making goals that you have the ability to control with your actions.
And I would also add to that and say it's way bigger than the scale at all. The scale needs to be thrown out the window. The scale is important.
I weigh myself every day. So. Okay. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
No, the scale is totally important in the logistical point of it.
Mm-hmm.
But in your mind, it's all about here. Mm-hmm. You have to do the due diligence and putting one foot in front of the other. Mm-hmm. As long as you're walking your path, the don't worry about the finish line. Don't worry about the end goal. That's always going to be there. Let's just put one foot in the other.
And
as long as you know
more often than not, it moves. Because even when you get there, you still want to do more.
Right.
I know, right?
Well, that's where your mind. So that's why I'm saying quit focus on the finish line. Because then your mind's always gonna be like, 160 was my goal,
but now
155.
it's looking great. Brian says the biggest thing I wish someone had bought me on the head with when I got off track was just to go back to the beginning and cut down to 20 grams of carbs or less without treats.
There you go. I think you say that more than anybody.
Yes,
it's all with you. It's always about the Quest bar.
It is always about the treat,
and sweets,
you really need to lose your taste for the sweets,
What?
I know. I don't like that. When I don't crave sweets.
Everything we were raised believing.
I don't like that. Sometimes I don't want sweet things. I get used to not having them. But it really just helps so much with your mind and with your focus. If you're like a sugar or sweet triggered person, you know, you really just got to cut back. I
honestly think you might be onto something.
Cece said it's something about
like,
Whack Wednesday with Richard. Something. He said, when in doubt, always listen to Heath. I don't mind. That could very well be correct. So.
Except when it comes to pockets. Pockets in the shirt.
Yeah, shirt pockets, you know, I'm still not going to get on board with that. Like, but everything else, all things meat
Even
related.
I'm fine with it.
Still not doing the pocket tees. Jerry Van West says, stagnation, great subject. I did a kind of pseudo keto in 2019, but didn't really know what I was doing. Tried again December 2020, not knowing much. Found Keto Chow, and y'all, great new foundation, #success. That is amazing. Keto Chow is an amazing product, first of all.
Even though the owner's a little bit
figuring out how to integrate it into your lifestyle. That's absolutely great.
No, the owner's really sane sometimes.
That's a great adjective to describe that owner. He is quite sane. You know, have you met him? He's like really sane. Mary said, my advice to beginners, begin. Whoa, that's a word right there. It's all about keeping those carbs low. As you learn to do that, educate yourself and all the other stuff. Keep it simple. I agree.
You see how the difference, though? One was about stagnation, and the other one was about you've been starting.
And just action.
It's like one has already been in it, but they got bored, and the body didn't really relate to it, so they had to change it up again. And the others is like, just put one foot in front of yourself.
Start. Brianna said, when I'm struggling and want to eat carbs, I will think about my favorite keto meal and go to the grocery store and get it. A good steak, wings, whatever. I agree. Someone was talking about this today on Clubhouse. No. So it was Triple J's birthday this past week, and he went off plan, which, I mean, hey, it's your birthday. Live your life, right?
You mean Jonathan Jerome Johnson?
Yeah. So he was like, how do I, like, what do you, yes, you do. What do you do after you, like, go off plan? What do you do the next day? Like, you know, and, you know, he said a lot of people, they might fast for like 5 days. And I was like, oh, no. One of the things, like after to like
5 days straight,
or something like that, no,
that's a no.
So one thing that I always recommend is find your keto meals that you love, and like you don't care that they're technically keto. You just love them so much that you would choose it as like a favorite food, no matter what. Taco tray. You're right.
I know my wife's.
My whole thing is, I will put taco tray up there any day with any non-keto food out there. Like Pizza Hut pizza, absolutely love it. But I love taco tray, right?
That's your like remembering the home.
Yes, it's my homie signal. Yeah, back to keto. Find a food that you love just as much as those non-keto foods. Because, you know, if you've been keto for a while and you go off plan, it can feel really like, oh, this pizza's so good. I haven't had it in so long. And, you know, you might trick yourself into thinking that only those types of foods can give you that feeling when it's not true. There's plenty of keto food. When I dip into a taco tray, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is so good. I absolutely love it. That way you can still, it's all about having that satisfied feeling, but breaking those sugar cravings. So I totally get it.
You're completely right. And I think to add to that, I also think that it helps your mentality, where it's like it gives you a safe place. It gives you a nice comfort. Like whatever keto food that you love the most, that's the one you go to when all the things hit the fan. You know, when everything else falls by the wayside, run to what you love.
Still keto. Exactly. Yeah, Rashana said, my advice, your journey is a process. Remember your why and don't beat yourself up if you struggle or go off course. There is, this is a lifestyle, not a quick fix.
Straight facts.
So one thing.
I was going to say for me, with you, it would be taco tray. For me, it would be like a wonderful juicy ribeye. So it's like
I'm still never gonna go with you.
Heath, back me up on this, Heath.
No.
Heath and all the people that love juicy ribeyes.
Yes.
Hashtag ribeye.
Rhonda said, my brother and I received our chow box. Haven't opened it yet. Just getting back from a workout. Want to get settled first. Open it and scream. I know, right? I can't share. I want to scream too, but I can't share what's going on.
You can't. You share all the time.
I would say that, you know, because something else I was just like talking about earlier as well is that, like, just to Rashana's earlier point, when it's a lifestyle and you're going to be doing it forever, like there's no end point.
Exactly.
There's no failure unless you completely decide to abandon the lifestyle.
Talk about it, Chocolate City.
I was talking to Joyce today about how, like, I literally just took like a 4-month break. I was like, I don't want to eat these past 4 months. I mean,
I wouldn't call it a break though, because I
had a mental break.
Well, yeah, but it was in the process of being keto though. Like,
I mean, yes, for the more times I was keto plus non-keto.
That's how I was saying. It's like you were still on the guard, like on the training wheels. You still had the guard in bowling. You still had the guardrails up. You know what I mean? So you didn't really go. You might have bumped them and like some dents and stuff was all in there. Some of them kind of forked and bent a little bit.
But my journey has been, to Richard's point, keto-ish, up, like really up until the last few weeks. This entire year, pretty much the month of December and the first 3 months of the year.
That I will agree.
Yeah, and
you were very loosey-goosey.
And so, in thinking about like, wow, I just so like a large chunk of time, just like bumping those guardrails, But in the grand scheme of my entire life, those 4 months are just going to be what they are, there's no time limit. There's no arbitrary, I have to lose this many pounds this year. I have to get to this weight by this time. Like, once again, you're doing it for health and for life. So,
but everything you just said matters and makes sense only if you go by what Chocolate City said.
Chris gets to go to the hardware store.
Only if you're like, that is your life and this is your vacation. Now, if it rolls reverse where it's, this is your life and that was your vacation, like if you just dip your toe in keto every now and then, but you really live in the standard American diet, that's not sustainable. Yes. What you need to do is live in the keto diet and then dip your toe in the standard American diet. Every now and then, just to change it up.
Shauna said, been running my mom all over, getting her stuff to move into her new apartment, looked at my Fitbit, and I'm more tired than what I got credit for. Now, I'm working out twice a day. I absolutely like getting 10,000 steps every single day, and I love it. Yes. I know, right? Well, because I'm pumping my arms when I'm on my bike. Those count as steps.
I was going to say, you also remember you're training your body. Like, these are all your body. Even though you're tired and you hate it, and you're like, this is you just get one more day, your body don't gotta do that. You get one more day stronger, one more day runnier.
Kathy P says, I'm doing much more carnivore now that my cut is on. Lost another 10 grams of fat today. That's amazing, and I feel good. Well, that's cool.
Kathy P.
You got one of those scales that measures fat in grams.
I am saying, apparently Arizona got those new scales.
Melanie says, I love the advice. Go back to start and start again. Exactly. Like there is no starting and stopping and starting and stopping. It's all just various, like.
Well, it's a mentality. You see, it's like, it's not a diet. Diets are so the 80s kind of mentality where it's like a diet for 6 months and then you go back to whatever the heck that was before. Yes. No, this is a lifestyle break. Like, you're breaking a paradigm. It's completely changing direction.
And it didn't take you months to get where you were. It took you years to get where you were. So it's going to take years to undo.
And if you dip your toe on the other side every now and then, you're still on that course.
You are still, the course of amazement. Absolutely. Jerry said most of my plan was just stay on plan. Exactly. That is it. One thing honestly, at a time.
That's a t-shirt right there.
Most of my plan was just stay on plan.
That's a t-shirt right there.
Mary T says, once you get off the carbs, play with the fat. So some of the fat your body uses for fuel is your body fat. Yeah, absolutely. You need dietary fat. You need enough dietary fat in order to train your body to burn fat as fuel. But after that, play with the fat and protein, and your body will start to use your own body fat.
Definitely play with your fat.
Lynette says, always remembering my why helps to keep me on track. Yes, I would like to say that I'm the type of person where always remembering my why helps to keep me on track, but that's just not the case. Because sometimes I'm just like, I know this isn't helping me get closer to my goal, but it tastes good right in the moment, so I'm going to eat it,
Yeah, I'm like.
But at least I recognize what I'm doing.
Well, if you don't remember your why, you're just lying to yourself. It's like, I think everybody knows their why. A lot of people just like, you know what, on this random Tuesday, that why is out the window. It's like, that's what people's like, we can always throw your whys in the garbage can when we want to. We have to remember that our whys are stuck to our back.
Stay there. You're right.
Yeah, everybody knows their why, or we wouldn't be like you know, overweight or any issues. We all know our whys. We just need to like actually acknowledge
Sometimes
them.
they're not stronger than the pool of the
That's
delicious
the problem, though.
Dana said, I give myself daily or weekly challenge / goals, such as drink only water for a day or track everything for a week. I feel like I'm playing a game with myself to win is being more healthy. I love that. Like gamifying the situation. Absolutely.
But she knows her why. And she makes it a game. You make a game out of it. I love that. I love that.
Yes. Gina said, I just got my chocolate box. OMG, I couldn't wait to open it. Scream. I want to scream with everyone, but I can't do that till May 1st. So there's that. Thanks for the punishment. Jerry Ben West says, writing things down, highly recommended. Chinese proverb, the palest of ink is sharper than the finest of memories. Whoa!
I know, dag on it.
That was
Jerry
deep. Writing things down is a deliberate act and builds muscle memory. I'm going to have to screenshot that.
Jerry Van West, you had the quote of the night.
Yes.
And I will definitely add to that.
I'm going to make Jerry Van West a live favorite just because of that. Yeah, Jerry Van West. That the palest of ink.
Well, I would also add to that is the sharpest of them.
Yeah, the finest. Yeah, I got the rest.
But I would also add to that is like if you go to a thrift store, you can buy lots of ink pens and write lots of quotes.
Thank you for that. Very T says, in maintenance for me, two words, metabolic flexibility. I'm not scared of carbs anymore, and I will occasionally eat off plan, but only occasionally learned what the word treat means. I agree. That's where I'm closer to getting to, is like just not being scared of any food and recognizing that I can have any food whenever I want. There are no rules, but I just get to decide what's best for my body in that moment.
You know what broke my brain recently?
What broke you?
Was that realizing that American treats and international treats are two different treats.
Mm-hmm.
Like the American
because they allow so many like ingredients into our food.
Yes, it's like you eat like a sweet treat from like out of the country, like an Indian street treat or a Spanish or Italian. Mm-hmm. It's way less sweet, less.
It's probably like, actual sugar.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like Americans. We as speaking for myself, and we're all included,
and all the international sweet treats he's tried.
We love us some sugar.
Yeah,
and some high fructose corn syrup.
Beth says, plan your meals with meal prepping for yourself and your family. If you cook for them, to have a plan helps us stay in track. Yes, no plan can be too stressful and cause anxiety. Have a plan. I agree. And you get, there's such a thing as decision fatigue, you guys. Choosing whether or not to eat the proper food, whether or not you realize that you make that choice so many times a day. Yes, every time I open a cabinet and I look at Richard's trolley worms, I go for like the Quest bar. I make a decision every single moment to not eat those trolley worms. You know? Yeah, no. But I'm just saying, your brain registers it as a choice, and at the end of the day, you get tired. That's how your willpower seems to wane throughout the day. You think in the morning, I'm so strong. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, I just want all the donuts, because your brain is making a decision to not eat that food every time.
Willpower is like any
so
other
make
muscle.
A plan so that you have something to stick to, so that you don't have to rely on your own decision making. That's all I'm saying. Jerry says, what I found is it's different for everyone. 75 hard works for some, not for others. You need to know yourself and what motivates you and takes you off plan. The same. Yes, I've realized, I'm finally at the point where I realize that like super tough challenges that I don't necessarily agree with all of the facets of the challenge are not for me, because I don't really stick to them, and then I start to like rebel as I resent them. But for some people, it really helps to challenge themselves and do things that they wouldn't normally do. For me, that doesn't necessarily make sense, and I can't keep it up for long.
Oh, well, I know my shortcomings. That's how I knew I couldn't 75 hard. I couldn't sweat in the cold.
Yes,
I can't. I
know
hate
that
cold
about
sweat.
yourself.
I cannot sweat in the cold. I don't want to wear a lot of clothes and still sweat.
Yes, Dana said everyone needs to stay in their own lane. Exactly, keto your way.
See, there you go.
Jerry Van West says, "Food is fuel, not fun." This is a hard mantra to break into my brain. Intellectually, I can understand that, but emotionally, I want the bad stuff. I agree, 100%.
Well, actually, and to bring up what Jerry just said, to piggyback on what you said earlier, is like as a human, I think as humans, we all are designed because of our ancestors to associate food with success or to like
safety.
We have banquets.
Yeah.
Like we have when there was a big when even back in the day when there was a big conquer, it was like a big feast and everybody came to the palace to eat, and it's like we just got all this free land, all this land.
It was a signal of abundance.
Yeah, after a big conquer, you celebrated with food.
Joy said, I even said that I used to hate when Richard would say my way, but now that is what I need to do. Carnivore my way, work out my way, find what works for you. Exactly.
See, I think the biggest thing in all that is say, you hated something I said. What's going on now?
Kelly said, would you post your Clubhouse schedule?
Everything I say is brilliant.
Yes, I'm on Clubhouse 3 mornings a week from 8 to 9:30 Eastern, and then on Thursdays. I'll post it in the Facebook group.
Meet me over there.
If you are not in the Facebook group, you can Google. Please Google. You can go to Facebook and search for Whack Daily Keto Updates. Richard. Stop.
I'm talking to Joyce.
I did. You got to text her or something like that.
Well, I can have personal conversations.
That is the live equivalent of like having a personal conversation on a group text chain. Like, take it offline. Do y'all do? Look.
What?
In the beginning,
your anxiety is too
group
much.
text chains, like when it's to disseminate a common message,
oh my God.
that makes sense. But then do you ever see where people like then start talking just to each other in a group chain, and you're just like, that's not what this is for. Like, ooh, I'd be removing myself too quick. That says a good reward is a new shirt or bridges.
Your anxiety is far too much for a normal person.
Bridges, Beth? After losing weight, I like to buy workout gear as a reward or reward yourself with Keto Strong gear. Look at you, girl. Thank you so much.
Don't say britches.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, like, it's not common vernacular. Gina said, yes, Autumn. I kept changing it up in trying to do what everyone else is doing. I got stuck.
With
exactly.
Oregano and bagels, whatever you say.
I went back to my simple beginning attitude 3 days ago and I feel better already. That's exactly what I did. I was alternate day fasting and I was just like, but everybody else is doing this thing and maybe it works for them. And I was like, no, at the end of the day, I just went right back to alternate day fasting.
Following people.
Nicole says, instead
yourself.
Of treats, just eat more meats. You should have put an S on that. Instead of treats, just eat more meats. Absolutely. I agree. I see.
Made more sense.
I see Rhonda's super chat. Thank you so much. Says I'm carnivore my way and loving it. That is absolutely
That's
amazing.
A great way to
carnivore
both of our
my
habits.
way. I absolutely love it. Like,
so she took your carnivore and
did it her way. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it is your way. Yeah. My way is your way. So yeah, I totally agree.
So much.
Yeah. Cece said, Autumn, you hit the nail on the head. Focus on yourself. If what you're doing is working, then you don't change just because other people are doing something different.
That's
exactly.
And also,
Joray says if I want sweets, I bet Keto Challenge.
Remember, like whenever you're trying to do other things, you're gonna always keep being one step behind. It's like, why be one step behind all the time?
When you could be forging your own
paradigm
path.
and do you.
Brianna said, setting realistic goals is important. I'm not going to go from not exercising to working out 6 days a week. Exactly. 3 days is awesome and manageable. Exactly. Like, it's all about setting realistic goals that you can achieve, because it's more important to achieve a super simple goal than to fail at a super tough goal. Like any day. Like, so if you're finding that you're failing at the goals that you've set, that means you need to set different goals. That doesn't mean you need to do something different. That means you need to set different goals that you can achieve.
And also know that everybody's unique unto themselves. Like,
yes.
Whatever you do doesn't work for you. What I do doesn't work for other people. So you have to find what you love.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And that can be messy. That can be sloppy and messy. But we're here for it.
Yes. we are here for the sloppy and messy, particularly, right?
That is life.
Yes. You guys, we just get to talking so much. Look, there are so many great nuggets in the comments. Definitely go back and read them. But I was just like, I'm starting to get tired. So because we've almost been here for an hour. And don't forget, we're going to be back on here Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, but like I need to rest. My voice is starting to.
Oh, look what Gina said about me.
My voice is starting to. Oh my God. So natural. On that note,
wait, put it back up.
No, on that note, everyone.
Do y'all see that?
Have a great night, and we'll see you on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay.
Shades.
Bye.